Hi, it's Enrique at Canine Perspective. Today we have Layla, our newborn trained dog, and she's here for kind of focusing on like the dog aggression. But we're going to be using a tool called the e-collar for her behaviors, and then it's a little bit of Hero of Obedience. But first we need to teach you how the e-collar works. So this video is going to be going over what number to reuse for training, like obedience stuff, and then like it'll also play in a part of like what we do for behavior work or the dog aggression. So here, she's on the 1900S Black Edition. The collars are already fitted on her. We're gonna mark it for you so you know how tight it should be. It's gonna be very fitted, as high as needed, but since you have the prong on, the prong is gonna be first, then e-collar, then flat. We went ahead and just took the flat collar off. But there's two contact points to box. They want the two contact points under the left jaw or the right jaw. We try to avoid under the Adam's apple. It's just uncomfortable. On top of the neck, it becomes too sensitive, right? So then we have it under the jaw. Anywhere from like the under the jaw to like behind the ear is a good spot for the e-collar to be at. Your collar has a button on it, so you hold to turn it on. The blue light comes on, it's on, and then you have your button on your remote as well. Now, if we look at the remote, we have a front button called the pager, and then this one's the on and off button, and the side of two buttons is the one we're going to be focusing on. This bumpy one is the nick button, which we're going to be focusing on. This one's smooth, it's a continuous. We're not going to be using too much, but we're using this primarily. Then we have the knob to increase and decrease. Clockwise is to increase, counterclockwise is to decrease. We're at 0. Blue light means well charged. You have 3 bars as well on the battery. 2 bars. That goes at 3 bars. The -1 is your halfway, 50%. Another one is like you're probably 20%. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Looking it at that way. So like I said in this video, we're going to be going finding the number. All right, this number. We're in a quiet room here. She just got here today, so this has been going on most of the day. So stress panting. Here and there, so it'll turn to whining. So we're just going to get started with this so that we can kind of calm her down, so she's not stuck here in stress mode. So right now, Layla's laying down. So when we're finding the numbers, we're going to watch the dog for their reaction. So right now we're on 0. We're going to go in increments of 5 and then giving 3 taps. So if I say tap, 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 that's my rhythm and that's how many taps I have given. If I go tap, 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 that's my rhythm and it's still 3 taps, just a little faster. So when I say tap, that's when I'm pressing the button. And then what we're looking for is connection. Then as we go higher, we're going to find perception. As we go higher, we'll get to the working level number, which is the number that we want to use for the training. Now, the difference is connection lets us know that we're making contact, that the 2 contact points are touching the neck. So we're going to see like a twitch like that. But she's not going to care. She's still going to be laying down. Then she might stop panting and like look around when we get at higher. And then we're going to go a little higher, and then maybe she'll get up, move next to me. I tap again, she lays down. I tap again, she sits, or she's doing something active, moving, trying to figure out how to turn the e-collar off, right? So then it's just more caution for her, because as we find it, you're going to start seeing this, and she's just not going to care. So just look out for what reactions and how to label them. Because sometimes owners will see the twitch like, oh, we got it, because it's a move, it's a physical, a visible reaction to the e-collar, but it's not the number we want to be working with. So we'll see how we go. I'm at 5. So here, tap, tap, tap. Little ears perking up, could be because there's a noise out there, or it could be the e-collar. So we're going to go to 10. Tap, 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 nothing. 15. Tap. Okay, so there might be a little bit of perception. Here's another tap. So see, this is perception. Tap. Good. 20. Tap. Good. So 1 tap got her to set up. Tap. Tap. And then a second tap got her to lay down. So then that's telling me that 20 is the one that's making her move. 15 was like, what was that? I tapped again. She's like, I don't know what that is. But then 20 is like, okay, this is getting more uncomfortable. I need to figure it out. So here's 20 again. Tap, tap. Good. So there's more of a movement to her, right? for this level of stimulation. So 20 would be my working number. This is the number I would use for starting her training sessions and lessons. Now, this 20 could increase due to environment. So if we're out in the park, this 20 reaction could be a 50 or it could be a 40. Maybe as we go along the train, this 20 becomes lower because she's becoming more sensitive to it, right? So she's becoming more dialed in, so then she's focused, so then the number might lower. All depending on what Layla tells us about her number. Nothing out of the ordinary. She took to it very well. Knowing her too high would be overreacting. So let's say she felt it and then like was darting, like trying to get away. Okay, that means we're a little too high because she's overcompensating. So this is the reaction we're looking for. So here, tap, tap, and then good. See, she's making movements to trying to turn it off, and then once she sits here, it'll turn off. For example, I didn't say anything, I didn't tell her to sit or anything, she just did it. What else? Don't get married to 20, like I said, it changes. That's all. Good job, Layla. Hi, it's from Naked Camp Perspective. Today we have Layla. In this video, we're going to be going over the heal command. So heal is our walking command. What it means is walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. So if I take 5 steps, Layla takes 5 steps. If I take 10, Layla takes 10. If I come to a stop, Layla's to automatically sit right here at my side. Right shoulder, her right shoulder parallel to my left leg with a slack leash in any environment. Yeah, so right now she's in the position. So we want to give slack here. So right here we have a J that ends right at her armpit. We want to keep it here because if it's too loose, which this leash isn't long enough, but let's say it's too long, not loose, then she's going to step over and we're going to keep readjusting ourselves. And if it's too tight, then this doesn't allow her to it doesn't give her enough room or length to make the mistakes for us to correct and teach her what to do. So here, slack leash right at the J. So when we're teaching this, we're not going to be using any words, we're going to be shaping the behavior. So how we do that is we're going to start walking. And once Layla passes me, I'm going to do a right turn, a 180 to my right. And that's just going to be my action when I see that. So she passes, right turn. She passes again, a right turn. And this is just an immediate right turn and keeping my movement. You'll start to see that I'm just going to go in a straight line. What I'm also going to be doing is using the remote. So once she passes me, I'm going to turn and then tap, tap, tap until she comes back to my left side. If she passes me again, turn, tap, tap, tap. Now what's going on here is she's passing me and then she's getting this feeling and then she's like, what is this feeling? Oh, Enrique's going that way. What if I follow Enrique? Oh, it's gone. Okay, I think it's giving her like an answer to how to turn off the e-collar. What she's also going to be trying to do is she might go to my right side. If that happens, gentle pressure to my left, keeping my movement, and then tapping. If she lags, which I think might happen, where she'll put the brakes on and resist, I keep moving and I keep tapping. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So here, tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap. Good. Tap. Good. Tap, turn, tap, tap, good. Turn, tap, tap, good. Turn, tap, good. Good, slow turn. She turns with me and then pull. Oh, there she goes. Good, turn, tap, tap, good. Good. Slow turn. Tap. Good. I'm at 27. Slow turn. Good. We slow to a stop. And then for the automatic sit, we pull up and then tap. Tap. tap, tap, and then relax. And then good girl. So nothing out of the ordinary. She did really good. We're gonna do a few more walks, but she just really passed, and she's pretty stressed, pretty overstimulated, so she's trying to smell the ground and everything like that. So I'm turning, tap, tap, turn, tap, tap. Nothing, no resistance, so that's good. Looks funny. So again, we will start walking, and then turn, tap, good girl. Good. Slow turn. See if she's paying attention. So here, pull to my left, tap, tap, and relax. Good. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good girl. Good. Tap to speed her up. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Relax. Good. And then slow to a stop. And then good girl. Good. So if she automatically sits, we don't say tap. And we're also not saying any words. We're just creating the behavior. The only word we would be saying is heel. And we wouldn't even be saying sit. We'll do one more walk around. Tap. Good. So tap. Good girl. Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Good. Slow walk. And then stop. And then here. And pull up. And then tap, 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 tap. And relax. Good girl. And then we walk again. Good. Slow walk. And then we tap, speed up. And then slow turn. Speed up and we slow down. Good. Slow to a stop. Good girl. Walk, tap. Good. So now she's just matching my pace even. And if I come to a sudden stop, she's to sit. Good. Another command we use when we're teaching the heel is kind of like to, because we need to let her know when she is not in command. So that's where a break comes in. So break. How that is if we're on the sidewalk, when we approach grass, we come to a stop at the grass, we cue the word break, and then we bring her to the grass, and then she can smell and do what she likes. And this is okay too. Now if we come to a stop and she automatically sits and then goes down, we correct that, and then we say break after, because we're assuming she's probably tired, so only on our terms she gets to rest. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. There's a bit of like a laying down. We'll speak about how to practice the heel command on part 2, where we get more in depth of applying the word and more body language stuff. But that's how we shape it. There's a lot of dogs in here for her. It's her first day, so she's pretty stressed. A heavy pain. Good. Break. Hi, it's Naked Canine Perspective. Today we have Layla. In this video we're going to be going over heel part 2. So we're going to start applying the word heel to the behavior we have shaped. So it's going to be, heel is left leg. So heel is not a come to my side, let's move. It's let's walk. So we're walking. So it's not like, I wouldn't stand here, say heel, and expect Layla to go to my left side. It's heel, we start walking, and she's supposed to follow me. When we're training this and incorporating and teaching her what the word means, we're going to be repeating it a lot. This is only for this video, only for her stay here, and we'll do a little bit on her follow-up and everything like that. But here, it's going to be heel, left leg, stop, heel, left leg, slow down to a stop, heel, left leg, slow down to a stop. And I'll show it real quick. So here, heel, left leg. Good. And I slow down to a stop. Good girl. Heel, left leg. Tap. Tap. Shh. Just slow down to a stop. Good. Heel, left leg. Slow to stop. Good. Heel, left leg. Good. Do 2 more times. Slow to a stop. Good girl. Heel, left leg. Heel, left leg. And then slow to a stop. And then tap for the sit. Good. Hey. So that's how we condition or teach the word heel and use a movement with it. So during this, I've been saying slow to a stop. So when I mean slow down to a stop, it's similar to like traffic laws. So like, if you know you're gonna put the brakes on while you're driving, you would slow down first, and then come to a stop. So like brake lights will come on, or some sort of warning will come on for the driver behind you to see that there's gonna be a change so there's no car crash. Similar for dog training, we like to give signals to the dogs to let them know something's gonna change. So if we're going for a 30-minute walk that's been consistent speed and all of a sudden we stop, Layla's probably just gonna launch for it and keep going, not, there was no warning for her, there was no change, there was nothing, so she's gonna keep going, which is unfair. So to help her out through that, we like to slow down first so that she sees that there's a change, and then we slow down to a stop. Or slow down and then to a stop. So same thing for turns. This is what we're gonna go over now. Left turns are right turns. Left turns start with the right leg going that way, and then right turns start with the left leg going this way. So we're gonna go over the harder turn first, which is the left turns. So again, just slowing down 3 to 4 steps before stops and turns is preferred. If we slow down and then Layla isn't paying attention, so that means she's not slowing down with us, that tells us that like I said, she's not paying attention, so that's something we have to correct. So if she's passing, we're gonna just give a tap and turn to correct that, like how we did the first video. Every time she passes, we did a 180 and tap and to correct that. So here. So here, heel, tap, tap, tap. Good. So there's a left turn right here. So it's gonna be right leg, right leg. Good. Slow. 3 to 4 steps. And then it's gonna be right, left, right. Tap. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. And if we bump into her, that's fine. We're also teaching her boundaries. Tap. Slow. Right, left, right. Good. Slow. Right leg, right leg. Tap. For the lagging. Tap. Good girl. No tapping there. So here, right, left, right. So she's starting to pivot herself now when she sees the right leg coming at her. It's not the goal, but if the dogs do it, they just do it. So again, right, left, right. So that second right should be headed back to the opposite way. So we're just making like an end of a square. So we like to tell the owners to use the sidewalks, as, like the cracks in the sidewalks as a guide. So I'm gonna approach a crack. That right leg is on the crack, the left leg is on the crack, and the right leg is off the crack going the opposite way. Right turns starts with the left leg. So I can do it right here actually. So it's gonna be left leg, left leg. Tap. Good. Slow. Left leg, left leg. Slow. Left leg, left leg. Tap, 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 tap. There's a lot of anxiety here. Tap, tap, left, right, left. Good. Slow. Left leg, right leg, left leg. So now I'm gonna start mixing them up. I'll do left turns and right turns. So here's gonna be a left turn. Right, left, right. Good. Tap. Good. Slow. Right, left, right. Good. Slow. Right turn. Good job. Tap. 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 Good. So I'm increasing the number because I know she's whining. So people might think that it's too much for her. But I care what's happening after the whine. And if she's still not speeding up, then I increase it till it provides more caution for her to speed up. So this one was one tap and she caught up. Left leg, left leg. That was our right turn. So now she's gluing to me. She's more up to my speed, so it's gonna be a left turn. Right, left, right. Good. Tap. Good. Tap. Good. Here's a left turn. Right, left, right. And we slow down to a stop. Here, and then, okay, good girl. Good. So, left turns and right turns. Left turns tend to be the hardest. Have some oomph with it. So I bumped her one time, and I didn't shy away from it. I didn't go around her. I just went straight into her, using those legs. So when you're practicing this potty break, find your number. So right now we're at 40. Once you have found your number, heel, left leg, start moving. If she doesn't respond, keep moving. Don't repeat heel and just tap and use the remote. Then do 5 left turns and 5 right turns. So for example, break. So if she's out here just smelling, you can either find your number first or after the potty break, preferably just before the walk. So let's say she's smelling and everything. Heel, tap, 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 tap. Good girl. And then you do your turns, and then after 5 left turns and 5 right turns, you can go ahead and do your actual walk. Slow down to a stop. Good girl. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a little bit of anxiety. So it's normal for her first, exposure and uses of the e-collar. Hi, it's from Naked Camera Perspective. Today we have Layla. In this video, we're going to be going over the stay command. So stay is from a heel position. She's on heel right now, so I'm going to go and put her in a heel. So heel, and tap. Good. Do a slow turn here. Tap, tap. Good. Slow to a stop right here. And then up, and then tap, 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 and relax. Good. So this position is the sitting position, but it's not the sit command, it's the heel command. So if we want her to stay here, that's where stay comes in handy. So we're going to use our left hand to wave in front of Layla's face, and we're pairing it with the word stay. After that, I'm going to pivot out with my right foot and face Layla and having my leash like this. Assume she's going to break it. So here, stay, pivot out with the right foot, and then face Layla. I'm going to do a little walk around here. Good girl. Good. New command overrides old command, so I'm going to put her in a heel. Heel, tap, good girl. Good. Good girl. And then we're going to slow to a stop. Tap, tap, tap. Relax, good. Stay, pivot out with the right foot, face Layla. Good. Do a little walk around here. Tap. Good. That's why we have our arm extended, to just be ready. If she also breaks the stay, we pause our movement and address it. If we try to correct it while we're moving, she's going to think heel because she's feeling it and we're moving, so she's going to want to follow. Good. Heel, left leg, tap. Good. Good. Tap. Good girl, tap. Good. Good. Stay. Right foot, face her. Good. Walk around. Reason why we use right foot is because right foot is stay, left foot is heel. With no words said, a trainer could tell a dog that with no words, with just body language. So if they're in a heel and they come to a stop, and then they start that heel with the right leg, the dog automatically stays behind without any words said. It's just being consistent with your body language. But to help her differentiate between the two, that's where like the leg comes in, to make it easier for her. Because if we kept doing the left leg forward, she's going to be constantly thinking that's heel. Why are we not moving? You're going to see her break it more. So heel, left leg, good. No tapping there. Good. Tap, tap. Good girl. Tap, good girl. Tap, good. And then slow to stop. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Relax. Stay. Pivot out the right foot. Face Layla. Do a little walk around. Give her some praise. Continue to walk around. Sometimes dogs will break it if you give them praise. Good. So when you're practicing this, it's the least useful command. So when you practice it, potty break, she does the number 2, you pick it up. As you approach a garbage can, giving space, stay, pivot out, and then toss it, come back to her. Good girl. Heel, we move. At a crosswalk, if it's a red light, you can just do a quick stay there. Like I said, remembering to start with the right leg. We don't repeat stay or sit or anything. If she breaks it, it's just pulling up and then tapping. If she lays down, we are correcting that as well. Break. Trying to think. That is all. If we're doing the left hand, and let's say she's not looking, she doesn't see the left hand, she's still hearing the stay, so we can still proceed with reinforcing it. Good job. Break. Come on. Hi, it's Enrique, the Canine Perspective. Today we have Layla, a newborn trained. We're going to be going over the place command. So place is go to your bed, don't hop off, don't move. As long as she's on the bed, that she won't. It's allowed. So as long as she's on a perimeter, no biggie. We'll be using this dog bed. This is the beds we use for the facility for dogs doing duration work or practicing the place command. So here, like I said, places go there, don't move, and don't hop off. She can stand, lay down, sit, chew on a bone, do whatever she likes. Just does not hop off. The owners use these commands when they want to clean the house and maybe the dog's in the way, go to place, or they got a guest coming over and let's say Layla's like a little interested in the guest and the guest doesn't like dogs. You could do the place command to kind of let the owner know that you have control over Layla and they get more comfortable. Or just to do mental work. This is a mentally exercising, so yeah. This is also a command that can let her know what's on and off with the e-collar, and that she turns it on and she turns it off. So when we're first teaching it, we're shaping the behavior. We don't use any words. We're just using the leash and e-collar to guide her to try to turn it off. So we're at 20. So what I'm going to do is put my foot here. I'm going to use the leash to guide her. With the leash pressure, I'll add a tap. If she overshoots, I will keep tapping, pull her back. So that's why my foot's here to kind of brace for it. Things to expect. I expect overshooting, maybe not going with it, bucking around. Bucking around. Just the normal stuff. The first 1, 2, 3 are usually the hardest, then it becomes more flowy. But yeah, first one is shape the behavior, and then we'll get to using the word. So here's a little bit of leash, right? And then tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. I went up to 22. Good girl. We wait a little bit, and then break. using the break command to let her know that she's being released from it. That's her release word. So here again, we hold, leash, tap, tap, good, tap, good, good girl. And then break, good, good. I'm gonna start rotating my sides because since dog's thinking images, if we keep practicing on this side and slowly increase our distance, and then we go to this side and just do it out of nowhere, she might go all around and back to the side we've been practicing on. So here's leash, tap, 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 and relax, tap, good. Wait a moment, break, good girl. Let's around this side now. Good, so this is fine. Leash pressure, tap, tap, tap. Good, relax. Good girl. Break. Good. Tap, tap. I'm going to be correcting this flightiness of going to the door. Good. Leash, tap. Good. Good. Break. Good girl. And then one more here. Good. If she does go by herself, we just go ahead and pull her off or just restrict her movement to go there. So here, prong, tap. Good. Good. So see how easy it's becoming? I just do prong, tap, and she just goes. The next step would be switching it up. So it'd be e-collar, then leash if she needs it. Just so that we know that it's the e-collar that's making her do the command, not the leash. So here, break. Good girl. So with the slack leash, I'll also be slowly increasing my distance when I'm going around. Slack leash, okay. Tap, 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 tap. Good, tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Good girl, Layla. Good. So here, tap, tap, tap. There she goes. Good girl. Break. Good. Tap. Good. That was a good one. Down she go. Down she go. Good girl. Break. Good. Good. So here's my leash is slack. I'm gonna tap, tap, leash pressure, tap, 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 tap. There we go. I'm up to 26. Good. Now here I'm gonna do a little bit of duration work. So tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. Tap. Good girl. Tap. Good girl. Thought about it? Tap. Tap. Good girl. Good. So this is like the second part of place. The first part is sending. The second part is, now you gotta stay here. So after usually a few corrections as they're trying, then we'll get this. We're like, okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna be here for a little bit, so I might as well get comfortable. So what we're doing is I'm walking around. When I stop, or when she hops off, I pause and I correct it first instead of moving. Because if I'm moving and correcting, she might think heel and she might want to follow. So we just go ahead and pause first, tap, get her back there, and then we continue our movement. We don't say, well, we're not using the word place right now, but we wouldn't say anything again. It's just correcting and getting her back here. So yeah, she's getting the concept of it. When I tap, one moment she just turned and just walked to place. So just a few more repetitions should be good. But now we're going to apply the word. It's going to be place. So this is going to be, I'm going to break her. When I come back here, I'm going to say place, I'll give like a moment, and then if there's nothing, there's no response of her going to the placemat, it's gonna be a tap. If she's struggling with the tapping, she doesn't know where to go, what to do, then I use a leash. So here, been babbling, talking, and she's been holding the place command, which is really good. So here, break. Come on, Layla. Good girl. Good. So right here, hold her. Place, tap, tap. Good. I think her arm went off, but it's fine. I'll do a little bit of duration. Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. One more. I'll do like one complete walk around, and then I will break her. Break. Good girl. Try on this side. Good. Place, tap, 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 tap. There we go. Good girl. Let's do one walk around. Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. I caught the leash. Tap. Good girl. Break. Good. We'll do the cue here again. Tap. Good. Place. No tapping there. Good girl. One walk around. Tap. Good girl. Tap. Tap. Good. Tap. Good. Break. Good. One right here. Good. Place. Tap. There she goes. Good girl. Break. Good. We'll do one more. Good. Place. Tap. Good. So here and there she'll get the word. Just more repetitions is what she needs, and more hearing the word, right? But here in this video, we're just gonna be showing you how we're teaching it. She'll get another video, so we'll see how it has progressed. But she's moving pretty fast, especially with the pressure and everything, how she's reacting to it and responding to it right away. But yeah, that's place when you're practicing this and how to practice at home. You can use a yoga mat, a towel. It doesn't need to be this specific object. You can have, if you have your own dog bed, you're more than welcome to use your own dog bed, or like, you know, owners like practicing it on a towel. You can practice on a towel, a yoga mat, and a dog bed. You can practice it like that. Let's see here, and we ended up in 30. So you can practice on different objects as well. So like owners like to use a towel or yoga mat because you can take it with you. So you can just roll it up and take it with you somewhere like a park or a picnic, and you can just have that with her. You would want to repeat all these steps from the beginning, because since it's a new object, she's not going to know that means place as well. And plus she's in a new place, like environment, I mean, with the place command, she's not going to really know what to do in the beginning. So you want to repeat all these objectives and these phases for her, so she's getting acclimated to a new objective to go to. I'll do another round to show you something, but I did not move or walk her to place. She always did it by herself. So a lot of trainers will teach place when they walk. They'll come over here, place, walk all the way to the dog here, and then bring them here. Versus what we want is a dog to we say place, and they just go and do the work themselves. Because then if we're walking them to place, that's part of the command, and we're just going to be constantly just doing that every time we say place. What else? So let's say you're working from home, or you're going to watch a movie or something where you're going to be stationary for a while. you can just have their bed next to you, step on the leash, hold the leash with the e-collar, enjoy your movie. Or if you're working from home at a desk, you can have her next to you and just stepping on the leash and just doing your thing, correcting as needed. Now, the reason why we're giving these options to practice first is because where we want the distance of the duration to be close to you. The distance needs to be worked up to so that if you start in the corner, she's probably gonna hop off. You're gonna have to like chase her, grab the short leash, tap, 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 and bring her back to the placemat. If you start close, you can work your way up to that, so you'll see the mistakes happen as you're gradually increasing her distance. Now, the duration part of it, which means how long she's going to be on the placemat for it, does not matter. You don't need to slowly increase it. You can just go straight to 5 hours or 4 hours. You don't need to do like 15 minutes here, break, give her a break from it. You can go straight into whatever you like her to get used to holding on the placemat, if that makes sense. Now let's say she starts barking or whining or biting the placemat while she's doing duration work. Sorry. You can tap for that. So it'll just be the number you're on already. And then what you might see is Layla get off place because she's going to associate that she's getting corrected for being on place, which is incorrect. So she's chewing the bed, whining, barking, growling, tap. Whoa. I'm going to hop off. You want to continue tapping. Slow taps will be tap, tap, tap. Grab the leash, bring her back. Sometimes when they hop off, you start tapping, you grab the leash, they'll shoot themselves. So don't try to see if she'll figure it out before you bring her, like dragging her to the placemat. That's pretty much it. This heavy panting is just stress. Like I said, she just got here today, so she's a bit stressed. And this is a stressor. So at the end of the day, she could calm down just because we're working her now, and she's gonna be more tired, mentally tired. But this is all normal, especially for the first day. And then also on top of that, e-collar training. What else? So yeah, that's how you practice it. We don't repeat place. If she hops off, we just go straight to the e-collar, correcting it. What else? But like I said, she can stand, lay down, sit, chew in the bone, do whatever she likes. She just cannot hop off the perimeter. Dogs tend to like this command, especially with this bed, because it's cool. There's a lot of airflow underneath it. She seems like she's getting comfortable with it. But yeah, that's all. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then if anything, she did really good. That could be out of the ordinary. I'm just kidding. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Hi, this is Enrique, the Camera Perspective. Today we have Layla. In this video, we're going to be going over the down command. So the down is the traditional, lay down, don't move. So here, good girl. What we do is a little different how we teach it with the e-collar. So we're going to have our foot on the leash, and it's going to be pulling pressure down, and we're going to be pulling up at the same time to kind of bring pressure down, bring her down. And with this, we're going to be pairing it with the e-collar. So I'm going to start low. I'm going to start at 15. So here, foot is on the leash. I'm not using her prong. Okay. Break it. Come on. So foot on leash. So there's some tension here, and then tap. Okay, that was very easy. Break. Good. Foot on the leash, and then tap, and then good girl. Break. Good. Try this side. Tap. Good girl. Break. So I'm not sure if one of the handlers have worked with her with this already. Okay. So now I'm gonna put my foot, since we're getting some, so the idea is foot on leash, pressure down, e-collar, and then making them like just like give in to the pressure so that they know that the e-collar now can mean to lay down. So now, since I'm seeing already some consistency with just leash pressure alone, I'm going to have my foot on the leash, but no tension, right? There's no tension here. Okay. Come here, Layla. Good. No tension, but I'm just gonna give a tap and let's see what she'll do. This is 15 still, so tap, tap, and good girl. I said ear scratch. Good. Break. Good. So no tension, just to limit her moving around. Tap. Yeah. She's a good girl. Good. Break. One more. Good. Tap. And good girl. Good. Break. So now there's some consistency with that because I want to know if it's the e-collar that's making her go down or if the leash. So here, same thing. Foot's gonna go on the leash, but no tension. I'm gonna add the word down now. Break. Down. No tapping. Good. So I could have tapped, but then break. I wanted to see what she'll like do, like kind of problem solve herself and like, figure it out. So if this happens, just pull up, down, tap. Good. We're gonna do 3 more. Break. Shh. Hey. Go. Just pull up here. Wait a little bit. Down. Nope. Good. Yeah, good. Good, Layla. Break. Chad. Could you fix that dog? Pull up here. Good. And then down. And then good girl. Okay, so duration part of it, what you can do is, you know, similar to like the place command, if that comes before this video. Watch a movie, foot on leash, e-collar in hand, and enjoying your movie, enjoying dinner, working from home, at a patio, or, you know, if you're going for a walk, park at a bench, and just, you know, just have her hang out. I'm not going to be too, I mean, I can focus on the duration part of the down, like right here, but I just really care about that she's going to lay down in general. Nothing out of the ordinary. She did it very easily. I don't I mean, I haven't worked with her for the down, but as soon as I put my foot on the leash, she just immediately went down. So it's making me wonder. So, like I said, nothing out of the ordinary. There's a little bit of anxiousness, a little whining, but you know, I would say down, and then she would just lay down. You know, we don't need anything fancy. We don't need speed. I mean, that was all right speed, but obviously we don't want too slow where it's like this, and she's waiting here for like a minute, and then she goes down. We want obviously a little faster than that, but all we care is about function, because it's just a family pet training we're doing here, nothing competition wise. So now we're gonna go over sit. So here, sit is very similar to the auto sits we've been doing with Layla. So if we're gonna do from a down, or since we've already shaped the behavior of sit, what we can do now is just use the word, give leash pressure up, and then tap. So here, sit, up, tap, 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 good girl. And then break. Good. So now she's kind of just free roaming, right? And if we come to a stop, if she doesn't sit, what we can do, so she's gonna be going down a lot since we've been drilling out down. So here, yeah, come on. Good girl. So here what we can do, I'm gonna issue it and then up and tap, sit, tap, good, tap, 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 relax, tap, tap, relax. Good girl. Break. Yeah, good girl. Good. Sit, tap. Good. Good. So like I said, it's just up tap. It's very similar to the auto sits, how we taught him. And then like she's supposed to stay here. So if she were to get up, very similar to the stay command, we have our leash like this. And if the butt moves up from the ground, we pause, up, and tap. And then once we correct it, we continue moving. Good. I'm gonna issue it down here. Down. Tap, tap. What happened? Chad? Okay. Good. Frick. What happened there? He like yelped. He like freaked out. Huh. So down sit. Both stationary commands, we don't say down stay or sit stay. If they break the command, we don't repeat the command, we just correct it with the e-collar. So there's some ways to practice and how to correct it and everything, but good. Hi, it's Renee with Canine Perspective. Today we have Layla, board and train. This video we'll be going over recall. So our setup is long leash. So I'll be doing the recall, so I'll be doing the Layla come at the end of the video. So I have the remote and the long leash, and Chad is going to be holding Layla there to stop her from kind of beating the punch. So as we keep repeating this, you might see Layla might not want to walk with Chad. She just might want to stay with me because she knows what's going to happen. She's going to get tapped, and she's going to get the routine. So reason for the long leash is to give the 30 feet and to make the command happen. Short leash is to create separation. When handling the long leash, we like to put if you're right-handed, your thumb through the loop. Since I'm right-handed, my right thumb is in the loop. I close it here, remote goes in my left hand, and with these fingers, since I'm using the pointer finger to press the button, I'm using these 3 fingers to pull in the leash and just letting it hit the ground. So when I'm holding the leash here, because we don't want her going 30 more feet behind us, we lock it with our left hand. So here I'm pulling, right? And then this left finger is gonna flip over like that. So if I'm reeling it in and pulling, like that. And I lock it here, and then it's locked here and locked here just to prevent rubber leash, any burns from like the friction of it pulling. So come when called. Once it's issued, Layla's to come immediately to us, land 1 to 2 feet of her vicinity and in a sitting position, and only allowed to be released from this command when I'm given the word break. What we'll be doing is, so we'll go ahead and get set up. Cool. So right now Chad is over there and my leash is slack, right? So I'm gonna use tension and pairing this tension with the e-collar and tapping. And with that tension, Layla might get closer to Chad or might come to me. As soon as she comes to me, I'm gonna stop tapping. I'm gonna take 3 to 4 steps backwards and then hold and seeing what she does. If she stops halfway, again, tap, moving back. If she goes past me, I'm gonna turn, face Layla, tap, 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 move back. If she goes that way, same thing. Facing Layla, move back, tap, tap, tap. And I'm not using any words right now, we're just shaping the behavior. Good. So go ahead and hold Layla there. Good. And then once I say tap, drop the leash. So here's tension. And then tap, tap. Good. 3 to 4 steps back, reel in my leash. Good. So here, this is too far. So I'm just going to give a tap and see what happens. So tap, tap. Face Layla, tap. Good. 1 step backwards. So you tap. Move back, tap, tap, tap. And then up and tap for the auto sit. And good girl. Good. Good. And then break. Good job, Layla. Good. So here, leash is slack. I'm gonna go ahead and reel in a little bit. And once I feel tension, tap, tap. Good. Reel in my leash. Hold right here. And then tap for the auto sit. Tap. Let's see what happens after the scratch. Okay. Okay, she's gonna go down again. Up, tap. And good girl. Good. Break. Good job. Good. Tap. Tap. Good. Increase a little bit of speed. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Hold right here. So here, tap, tap. And good girl. Good. And then break. Good. Tap. Good girl. Tap. It's a little too far, so I'm going to take a step back and tap. Tap. Still a little far. So here, tap. Tap. Better. Good. So now, break. We'll switch it up. So now I'm going to tap first, then do the leash pressure if needed. So I'm going to keep the leash slack. Good. And then once I say tap, you'll go ahead and let the leash go. Just here. So here's slack leash. Tap, tap, good. Hold here. Tap, and good girl. And then break. Good. So right here, tap, tap, tap. There we go. Good. So no leash needed there. Good. So here, tap, tap, tap. Good. And then break. Good. So here, tap, tap, good. Moving back, tap, 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 tap. And good girl. Break. So now, since we see some consistency with that, we're now going to apply a word, which is Layla come. So after we issue the recall cue, it's going to be a tap right after that. This is going to be happening for like the first few sessions of recall, and like when you practice it, you're going to want to do Layla come tap, and I'll explain why after a few reps of these. But Layla come tap, even if she's coming. Good. Layla come tap. Good girl. Look at that. Oh, tap. Good. That was better. Cool. So you're good. With recall, you can have this set up as well. 2-person setup. Stationary. It's unrealistic because it's stationary. So when people usually call the dogs, when they're moving or running away. Now, we want to tap after every time we do Layla come, because in the real world or real life, if she's off leash and she's smelling, we do Layla come. She's not responding, we give a tap, but as soon as we tap, she starts to come. 2 responses can happen, shut down or run the opposite way. So if we're forcing the confusion here, then we won't see it in the future. Moving backwards is a visual, so if she's at a dog park or beach or whatever, she can't hear you. Layla come, tap, tap, and she sees you, she doesn't know what to do because she can't hear you. You start moving back, it's more of a visual for her, kind of just, oh, I know what that is. And then also just moving backwards just gives her something to like really go for, and to just kind of attract, I guess that's another way to say it. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. Like the way we went through is like, leash, e-collar, no words, then it was e-collar, loose leash, no words still, then leash if needed. And then right here, let it come, tap, and then she comes right away, pretty much straight line. She just lay down at the end, but we correct that as well. So keeping this long leash for a while, so tap, tap, good. So since I know I'm going to talk here for a little bit, this is where I'll use the down command. So down, tap, good girl. So if you're practicing by yourself, loose leash, have her go to the park, or 2 people, same thing, park stuff. It's going to take a while for you to get a good recall because it requires you to go somewhere. So if you're at the park, let her do her thing, and then I don't know where to do a recall. If you're by yourself, you have the 30-foot long leash. If it's 2 of you guys, you can just do the setup, it's fine. But if you're by yourself, you can do the let her meander. If she's got a squirrel drive, let her chase squirrels. Do a recall when she sees a squirrel, a recall when she's chasing the squirrel, a recall when she's about to get the squirrel. Anything like that to just help create a stronger recall with the distractions. When you're practicing, don't drill it out too many times because then you'll get too much caution to the point where Layla might not want to go walk around the park. She might just want to stick with you. So how that will look like is you go to the park once, practice 2 recalls. Next time, no recall. The next time, do a recall at the end, and just mixing it up like that. No repeats. So if Layla doesn't come, we only say it once. After that, we need to make it happen with the remote and the leash. But other than that, good job, Layla. Break.